part of Two Sides of the Brain. What changed between writing that letter and walking out of the meeting?
I don't want to speak to that, and I prefer not to speak to it, so I'm going to say no comment. It's in the past, so.
Answer is given, Senator. Yes, this is what called it.
This question is from Mr. Millard. On your election platform, the first point is building support with downtown student organizations. How do you view that campaign point in the context of the results of the recent referendum?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I think you said downtown student organizations. I'm not familiar with any downtown student organizations.
Okay. So if I recall from your campaign platform, strengthening relationships with downtown is part of your campaign platform. And the first point on that platform says Brock Radio. And so I'm asking, how do you view that campaign point in the context of the recent referendum?
Well, I'm quite sure you know the answer by now. I would say if that's how it's written, I would assume it's a failed platform. I definitely wanted to focus on finding more space for students downtown. That was a priority. I knew of Brock Radio downtown. I knew of Broadman Hall downtown. I knew of the Maryland School of Walker Fine and Performing Arts. So I was citing the existing areas downtown at Brock University or the students who had relationships with. And that's what I was trying to build. Yes, sir.
Another question for Ms. Millard. How did BUSAC respond to Mr. Yen being declined from the Brock Radio collective or board?
We believe that Mr. Yen is the best fit to go on the board of directors, given his experience, his passion for music, his passion for students, his passion for radio. We were frustrated that he was declined, and I stand by Chris, and I still stand by our decision to not sell myself. I don't think it's appropriate. I don't know as much about the radio as I should, or more about the industry. Chris is the best fit, and no matter his different opinion of those on the board, I still think he's the best fit. And I think he should represent the students on that board. Yes, sir.
Question for Mr. Yan. When Ms. Hunter abdicated from her seat on the BUSAC board, why did BUSAC not send a new slate at that time?
I would say that would be the responsibility of the board of BUSAC to request from the government or from the Speaker of the Legislature to get a replacement slate. That is not my job to fill the members of the board of directors. It is the job of BUSAC to get individuals to stand on the board.
My question asked you. I can ask a question? No, we can't. You're a member of the committee. You can't ask a question, right? Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Question for the Government Operations Manager.
Sure, absolutely.
Was the rationale for the petition affixed to the petition?
I do not speak to rationale petitions.
No, the question, may I clarify the question?
Yeah, absolutely.
The question is, was the rationale affixed to each petition?
I don't know exactly what you mean by that.
From my understanding, the rationale for a petition should be attached to that petition when it is submitted. Did you receive a rationale?
The rationale is based on what they go off of. The MOU is what the legal document is, what I'm concerned about. The MOUs were provided through all the petitions.
Yeah, one more.
Yep.
Thank you. I'm going to direct a question to Mr. Wilson. Where are you at? Hi. The reason for these questions, of course, is to set Brock Radio in a direction where Brock Radio can be responsive to some of the concerns. So could you please let us know what your reasons for supporting the campaign were, and what are the next steps for Brock Radio in order to restore funding from your perspective?
Yeah, my reason for supporting the campaign is I believe that it was more of a community-focused radio station than a campus-focused radio station. I do know that it needs to be a little bit of a balance of both, as outlined by kind of legal policies around campus radio stations. Part of the reason why I submitted the BUSAC slate this evening is to ensure that there proper student governance on the BUSAC slate, and that is why I submitted that today. That's essentially my main rationale behind that, and I really hope that whoever does get put forward as the BUSAC counselor gets approved by the collective, and therefore there will be a little bit more student oversight and student involvement moving forward in BUSAC.
Just a quick follow-up.
I don't.
Can we have a timeline in terms of what we can expect in terms of those policies coming forward? You know, next week, this week we'll have a slate. That slate will be presented to the Brock Radio board, the collective, on Thursday. Then 2 weeks later, there's another BUSAC, and it progresses. So I'm just saying, are there goals, benchmarks by the end of the semester? Is there a timeline? Can we?
I've not specified goals myself.
Right.
I'm not going to be the person submitting my name for the BUSAC slate,
Mm-hmm.
and therefore I cannot really speak to that because I'm not the person who's going to be on the BUSAC board. I will submit a name today, and they will probably be able to better speak to that at a later date.
Thank you very much.